Hello guys, welcome back to another segment of Sabita Talks Relationship. We are still on 20 foolish things men do in marriage. My previous video we spoke about 5 foolish things men do in marriage. So today I'll be continuing by saying another 5 foolish things men do in marriage. Number 6, seeking comfort from others rather than your wife. You accepted your wife as your companion and God sent comforter, and this made you take her to your family and her family as your wife, and you got married to her. So after marriage, nothing should make you seek comfort from another person. You will no longer have the right to seek comfort from outside or your friends or anybody outside your home. Because when you constantly do it, your wife won't look beautiful or good enough to you again. You'll be comparing her to those you meet outside. And most reason why some men seek comfort outside is because of fear. They believe, alright, when they open up to their wife or tell their wife some things, their wife is going to look down on them or belittle them. So for them not to do that, they try to seek comfort from another person outside, especially from opposite sex, and this mostly leads to extramarital affair because you want that person to always be there for you. You believe that person understands you, and that's another reason why some men seek comfort outside. They believe their wife don't understand them, that no matter how they talk or how they express themselves, their wife never listens to them or never feel what they felt, so they try to reach out to somebody outside, of which is very very wrong. And as a wife, try to always listen to your partner. Don't always make him feel less of himself when he talks to you, or anytime you just feel like talking to you, the next day you just argue or bring up a fight. Don't let it be like that whenever your man is trying to reach out to you. Always continue to seek comfort outside your home. The more you find faults in your wife, she will not be perfect to you again. You just like, you'll be looking at her as if someone that you never felt in love with before. So the next I'm talking about is being overprotective. This mostly happens to men who have who don't trust their wife, either because of their previous experience or the mindset they have when growing up. Some men never want to see their wife talking to another man. Is her brother. There will always be problem. Whenever she sees her talking to anybody, they're not ready to trust their wife no matter how she's faithful to him. Sometimes because of the mindset, maybe the upbringing they had, maybe their mom or a close friend had an experience with unfaithfulness, so this made them have kind of impression that yes, this is how what ladies is going to be, or this is how all women is going to be, so they don't want to trust their wife. Some might be their previous relationship, maybe the person they were marrying and they were dating before had one or two affairs with another person, and they got to know, and this affected their trust, and it's going to affect them whenever they get married, to that they will not trust their wife. And the more you protect, the more overprotective you are, the more likely your wife is going to leave you, because she'll be like, there's nothing she can do, she can please you, when she's trying to be faithful, she's trying to bring out, show you that you can trust her, you can believe her, but you are not, so she's going to get tired easily and tend to leave you. Third foolish things men do in marriage that I'm talking about is not wanting to work. This is kind of common nowadays. They are the lazy type of men. They are not ready to work, especially when they have their wife have a good source of income. They just prefer to stay at home, either be eating or be watching anything. They will just okay be at home. The wife takes care of everything, the feeding, school, everything, of which is very very wrong and a foolish thing. You are a man, you are the one that ought to be providing for the family, not your wife providing for you. A guy that does this, or a man that does this, doesn't want his wife to be prosperous, because there's no matter what she's doing, it will never show. Like if she have a good source of income of 60,000 and all she does is just on the family, she's never going to have a savings, she's never going to have anything, and you're often going to be bringing her down. You're going to be bringing her down because she's not having any helping hand. She's the only one running the family, of which it has to be both of you doing it together. Type of men that does this, they are the type of men that beats their wife whenever she's not even ready to provide for them, which is very very wrong and a foolish thing. You have no right to lay your hands on your wife, even when you are providing for her, or when you are not providing for her, you have no right to, but still get a work to do. The fourth I'll be talking about is letting your parents rule your home. This type of men are the most unserious type of men. They are boys who claim to be men. Because why would you be a married man and you still let your parents be ruling your own? Your parents can advise you, they can put you through some things, but that doesn't mean that they should be the one ruling your own. There are some men that they can't think by themselves, they can't do anything by themselves unless they involve their parents. They have to tell their mom, they have to tell their dad. Any decision or discussion done between him and his wife, he will still tell his parents. This type of men are not matured for marriage at all. They have not left their parents' home to stay with their wife. They left physically, yeah, to go and rent a house and to bring their wife in, but emotionally, in their mind, they are still with their parents. The funniest part is men of this category, their parents still feed them, they still give them money for breakfast, money for lunch, money for dinner, which is very, very wrong. As a man, and you're still living you're still depending on your parents. How do you know what to do? How do you want to bring up your family? Which is a very wrong and a foolish thing to do. Most men in this category cannot be blamed. It's the parents that should be blamed for over pampering them. Even if your son is married and is still coming out to you, you ought not to give him the audience in it. You just like, okay, go and rule your own. You are the man of the house, you are the head of the family. I'm not the one to rule for you. If you need my advice in anything, yes, I'll use my experience to advise you, but I won't be the one giving a decision. I won't be the one deciding what you and your wife should do. It should be between you and your wife. When a parent does this, the man himself, I guess, he will begin to come with that. No, this is so wrong. This is so bad. Mind you, please, I'm not saying it's wrong or it's bad to receive advice from your parents. We can receive advice from your parents, but your parents should not control or rule your home. Your home should be ruled by you. Try to be a responsible and matured man, not a foolish man. Fifth I'll be talking about today is not supporting your wife. Some men, they believe, all right, my wife is working, I'm also working, both of us have our money, nobody should disturb anybody. No, you ought to support your wife. She can't be doing everything. You ought to support and help your wife. Some men don't even know where their wife's shop or workplace is. They don't have time. They just know, okay, she works, she leaves home this time and comes back, I guess, around this time, and they don't care about anything, of which is very wrong. A woman wants to be feel loved. She wants to feel this love, that yes, my man care about my movement. Some are very, very wrong. Always try to support your wife. Don't show an I don't care attitude. Um as a man, you should always show 99.999 support for your wife, regardless of anything. There's a difference between you not having job and you having job, okay, and not showing support. You can show support financially, you can show support emotionally, you can show support physically. There are different ways to support your wife, but at least support her. Don't just leave her that she's on her own, I'm also on my own. It's a very wrong and foolish thing to do. Thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it. It really meant a lot to me. Our next video, we're talking about continuation of 5 foolish things men do in marriage. I hope you look forward to that. Thank you once again.